there's a lot to do with SSP and stuff. So I started recording here. Oof. I got so hot. I see right away you have 9 clones. And the word clones popped up right away when I saw you. So there's a moon, and you actually a doctor in one of the clones, a surgeon, in another clone, blue and gray striped uniform. This is German name. I don't know how to. It's in my head like Asklines, Zuckerman, Zuckerman. I can't. I don't know German. Zuckerman. I think Zuckerman.
My name is Zimmerman, but I got this name from my husband.
No. That's different. I can't.
But listen,
I hear
heard
how
about
they
it.
pronounce. You understand,
Somebody
but
else,
I can't say it.
Somebody else told me that when she was in trance, she told me already that she saw me as a doctor. And I made mistakes, a lot of mistakes. I wanted to help the people, but I made a lot of mistakes.
Doctor, 100%.
Yeah.
Because you actually, not only that
my interests are always about the human health.
Yep, because what happened, there's like a twisted thing going on. So you're a doctor who does experiments on soldiers.
Oh my God.
But you
somebody
understand,
in the line?
You understand it's a clone. It's a clone and you got a program. It's like you're enslaved, understand? It's not like your desire to do it. You're programmed to do that. It has to do a lot with like taking blood and certain particular groups, certain DNA. Everything makes everything's important.
Was that between the war
at some point, it's like I see you in different lives at the same time, and this one soldier who you are, you're a young soldier, and then you go up to sergeant position. And when you were a young soldier, they would do experiments on you. Actually, your clone as a doctor would do experiment on you as a soldier, as a clone that is nurtured by the same energy by your soul. Because your soul is this big blue crystal. It has this roots. It's like a water streaming roots, like a tree, but made out of crystalline water. It goes into some interesting planet that is completely transparent, like a transparent bowl. I can see inside, I can see outside. It's really beautiful. It's like a big blue. It's like it's screaming water. It's just like nourishing, And I see how they extracted you with your roots. And you always feel like not at ease anywhere. Like your life as overall is a struggle. Okay? Because you're not supposed, with that kind of soul, I'm told by your subconscious that you're not supposed to be human. You're not supposed to be in this body. You're supposed to be something big. You're supposed to be like a star, a planet, like.
I feel like I always felt like this,
And that's why they made this 9 clones of you, and this is, and you as you is number 10, which makes a complete circle of 10 means 1. Wow. Back to square 1. And you're constantly going in circle and circle, back to square one, back to square one. Because 10 is not a number. 10 is back to original. You know, it's like you're a baby, you're adult, you're elderly, and then you die, and then back to baby. It's kind of like that. There's like a program that you were telling me you have to break. It's time to do it because energetically right now, since everything's erupting so quickly, all the bad stuff, you're saying that you need to be prepared for exiting, because after the explosion comes the time when everybody can finally live the life they want. The explosion, I mean, energetically, because you feel it's coming. Energetically, it's like when everything is thrown at you, one thing after another, and you're like, your subconscious showing me you have to hang on the tree, on the branch, to survive the storm. And that's coming from agenda 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all this, like they are like a hurricane thing is gonna blow through people's lives. And you're saying you're just breaking the circle, and you're showing me like hula hoop, like circle, and you break it. It's made out of gold, and you said like this golden thing. Oh, here you go. I see your energy body. You got like implants all over the place, and they are like that golden rings all over. Like I see them on the wrist, I see them on the ankles, I see them around every toe, I see them on every hand, like finger. I see them around your organs. I mean, it's like 18. You're saying to me there's 18 circles like this that you need to take off because you're saying the bundle, the bees took you. There's the bees and the ants, and some other species looking like frogs. They were the ones who because I see who's attached to you. There's a big prime mantis behind you, and there's other species. There's one slimy like a frog. I don't see the bee or ants. Those were like the ones doing stuff. They were taking crystals from the planet, delivering them to the prime mantis. Yeah, and the frog people, like alien beings, because they did all kinds of manipulation by cutting you into pieces and spreading you out.
Oh my God.
And then each and every body was worked on in terms of like stuffing with implants and all the clones. So basically, the pains you have on the body are the pains coming from this soldier who's a sergeant. Zuckerman. Something with a K in the middle. Zuckerman, something like this, like that. And that soldier, I mean, they've done so many different things. Like they would insert implants to make him stronger, to make him like a superhuman. But then every pain in those implants would be, you know, when you implant a heart, it gets rejected by the body. I feel like he suffered neurological pains a lot, and because of him, you suffer neurological pains throughout your body. But the minute you disconnect from the 9 implants, you become your solid one. But it's better to go back to this moment when they extract you as this big blue, beautiful crystal from the planet, and you're standing there as this big cloud. You're saying, "No, I reject your influence." And you put like this, you start blowing like a lot of, You have this thing, like you can blow, and you like blow them off. It's like big clouds or circles of like blowing, and you kind of blew them out of your reality. That's what you said. And I don't see them taking you anymore. I see you back there on your planet, even now. Like you're there. You change the timeline, and I see like the impulses, they shot through multiple timelines, like a timeline. It's like a timeline machine. It's like the engine is coming from you, and the storytelling is coming from you. When you change the one part of storytelling, the other events changed. So I don't see, I hear the word annulled, all the manipulations with you annulled, and you unplug the cords. I see those 9 clones that kind of like plugged into you, and what you did, you just unplugged them from you. You say that there is a floating DNA. Floating DNA, what does it mean? There's some containers that your little crystals are floating in some liquid. I see how you're taking out of your body 18 golden rings. They're different like sizes. And those 18 include the chakras, the artificially put chakras. And I also see, it's weird. Yeah, you didn't have the initial contract, but they did force you to sign a contract. Yeah, well, they asked you, okay, if you don't want us to cut you into more pieces, you have to put your signature, and you're like, I don't know what signature is, and they say your DNA imprint, and I see like it's like one of them puts like glasses on his face, a mantis, and he puts glasses on you, and like in between you there's like a 3D sheet of paper created, and when you look at it, it's like, because they already put you in energy body, and the energy body, the eyes are scanned, and you connect to them, you become their slaves through the glasses, and the impulse of that, it's like your thought that they're doing something to you and you feel bad about it, gets inside this paper vibrational frequency. It becomes a contract. Like you're in their enslavement now. They can do whatever they want with you, but they lie to you, because this layer they created, where our souls are involved into this playing out lives that they create for us, it's all based on lies, and everybody lies there, down here, in the middle, and they lie to you that they would protect you, but of course they never did. And you just believe them because souls who's never been exposed to AI, alien forms, just trust each other, because we're created that way. Because we don't do bad stuff to each other. We don't know what bad is. And basically, I see how you put rope. There's 5 frame mantis, 1 frog person, and you put like a rope around them. I think frog is the boss, because he commands. There's a frog from Venus. Venus 5Z. Planet Venus. There's a lot of them, depending on the frequency and interactive ability. Interactive ability was home, was what? It was Saturn, Mars, and Luna. La Luna. The moon. So they form like a cube. Like Saturn, Mars, moon, and another planet. Whatever planet you take always forms a cube. We're incubed, grown from the incubator on the moon. So I showed you how to open a portal. You draw a door in your energy sphere and throw those 5 and the frog out with their spaceship attached. It's a 2 layers spaceship with a lot of lights. There's a green light coming from the windows. And the contract is you got it from the device that projects it. It's a personalized device. It has to be destroyed because it keeps the 3D copy, holographic copy of a contract that you had with them. I see just like a box, like a black plastic cube box, and it has a green light on top and red lights on the other sides in the middle, like lasers. You just you take a hammer and you hammer it down into pieces. It has some structure inside. There's a lot of wires. They're more like not like physical wires, but they're made out of kind of laser beams, green and red laser beams. You destroy that contract. You're throwing out all these rings, big and small and medium sized, 18 of them out. Those were your implants. There were lenses in your eyes also, because they could see you, like everything you see through you, and study people through you that you're in contact with. What is this eagle from? It's just a mask. It's from some other life. Oh my. 318 lives. I'm kidding. There's so many lives you lived. You lived like an eagle too. Oh, they put you as plants, then as birds. Then I see a lion, you were a lion. I see you like as animals. So they were trying to gradually put you in more, in, I wouldn't say bigger body, because a human is not bigger than a lion, but more advanced, I guess. Even though you're subconscious, you're laughing there. You're saying, yeah, who's more advanced, lion or the humans? Most humans are worse than lions. So there's so many lives. You have like literally huge bulk. That there's a big spider, black and beige striped legs, brings the bulk of lives. You just set it on fire. You create a fire with your mind. New energy sphere right in the middle, like a campfire. You put the book in. Just say, fry marshmallows. Ha ha ha. I don't need marshmallows. Just It's a joke. I'm seeing the DNA things, floating DNA, little bottles. You just burned them up. What you did, you went to the lab. The lab is actually where I was on Mars, underground facility. It looks like it's weird to say, it looks like a hospital on Earth, but it's actually on Mars. And it's a floating hospital in between Mars and Earth. And it's like the elevator, it goes from one reality to another. But it's the same thing. It looks kind of like it looks like 70s hospital. It's even like the patterns like scream 70s on the walls and stuff. The beads are like the curtains made out of beads in one place. So you touched all those little test tubes with your floating DNA, as you call it, and burned it up. And I see your DNA, it's being wrapped in some, I'm gonna say duct tape. Looks weird. Looks like white, non-transparent duct tape, and somebody made a tube out of it and stuck your DNA in there. And your DNA is this bright blue color, just like so beautiful. We don't even have this bright this planet, because it's like makes you feel so good. 148 strands of DNA, a lot of abilities. It's like you send off the signals from your planet as a crystal to other crystals and other planets, and you share information about the crystals. Therefore, deep down, you have a lot of information about different solar systems, different planets. That's what they also wanted from you, from your DNA. They succeed to inject it into some clones. It would get rejected because it was too much for them, because clones are essentially just like dolls, like robots. They cannot absorb too complicated information when it's too much for them. So your mental, emotional bodies, it's like there's a lot of complexes there from childhood, from school. Not understood, want to be in control, want to control a situation. There's a lot of programs like inserted into you. Want to be number one, the first, everywhere. In charge, lead. There's a lot of I hear almost like a metallic voice saying in your head about in childhood, and there's a disconnect in between what they wanted you to be from what you deep down are, and that's what kind of damaged you. And that big damage of this dark purple spots in your mental body that is saved as program, like a discs, purple, dark, dirty purple energy saved in your mental body, and your emotions are there connected to it. Emotions are like the mustard color, I don't know, something like this. And you just want to cleanse them, because you need to understand that you don't have to be strict, controllable, or whatever programs like that they put into you, because you were supposed to lead others, to tell them what to do all the time. And this is not really you. This is your body was programmed this way, your brain was programmed, but it's not yours. True original soul, the different. You just enjoy to be. And the point is to enjoy to be at this point. Because when you enjoy every day, then you exist and you are quiet observer of the craziness that is happening and all the anxiety and anger and stress that other people have around you, that you no longer absorb all this from them. And that's the point of living. It's the point of being. It's how you need to be. So I see you putting yourself, you're creating some sort of merry-go-round, like a carousel, and you sit on the horse and you say that the faster the carousel spins, the more all these discs and all these imperfections and thoughts and programs start detaching from your mental emotional bodies, and they just start flying in the space, and so you can be clean, because you need to be clean. Where's the water? You're cleansing yourself. We need to fix something in some lives here too. That lion that I saw before is for a reason. Because you felt like you were very powerful, in control, on top of the world. But I see some kind of like military looking car, and people with like rifles or whatever they're called, shooting you. And I feel like you was thinking about your cubs, your little lion kids, and their mother, and how vulnerable she was because she had them little. And I was thinking how to protect you. Actually, basically, with your body, you just like closed them, protected them, because the bullet was in your body then. And that's kind of like it's like a program in your conscious mind also, that you need to sacrifice yourself for others, and it's stuck in you from that life that you want to get rid of right now. And I see how you reversed everything, how you made those people, like the car, kind of the wheels got stuck in something, and then they flipped the car, and they just got like hurt and didn't feel like shooting anybody. They just basically start walking back somewhere because the car was stuck. So you reverse this life. You wanna there's some battle going on Mars. There's holes showing up in the ground. They are hexagon looking holes, and there's there's like hybrids showing up from underground. They look like humans, but they have spider legs, and each spider leg has something like a granite, a weapon. Each leg has a weapon, but the faces look human. The body looks like a semi-human, semi-spider. And you said that you want to stop this stupid games of wars. It is essentially something that was played with no dualistic reality. And you want to go, but it's almost like you feel, yeah, you get out of your body a lot, and I see like they try to, yeah, you disconnected from SSP. You've done a lot of stuff there. You were not only a doctor, you also were flying spacecraft. I see you. The surgeon was commanding the young guys who just started. You said that you went to the red planet instead of Mars. Mars is a blue planet for you. But the red planet is, there is some satellite of the original moon. There's a lot of them. There's like 5 different satellites that you call the red planet, one of them.